Hello and welcome to the Listening Posts Unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm not unboxing anything. Today I'm looking back at the core reason of why I established this unboxing video channel, and it was to share some of the things that I got to touch day to day, often new stuff, but sometimes some of the things that I was just a bit more passionate about. Well, I'll be celebrating 25 years in this industry, and so I'm taking this opportunity to look backwards at look back at some of the first things that really grabbed my attention, and then to revisit the new iteration or implementation of that in our modern world. Today I'm sharing the RN1000 from Yamaha. This is a multi-talented amplifier. It's a stereo amp. But the reason is, back in the day, Yamaha produced some of the biggest stereo receivers available. The AS range, the amplifiers, and their RS range were revered. They had an AM/FM tuner on board, probably a phono stage, but they had balls. They could shove the most aggressive music through some of the biggest speakers and just put a big smile on my face every single time. The junior models, they did like a 395 and a 595 and an RX or an RS 795. These were big booty amplifiers. The wee junior one, you'd put a string of in-ceiling speakers in a cafe and it would run for 15-20 years and wouldn't even skip a beat. The modern ones, of course, as we have demanded streaming and other features, sees a real-world implementation of some of the consumer demanded features. But the RN1000 is a classic example of one of these big booty little amplifiers that Yamaha have produced. Now this one here today is in silver. Yamaha have reintroduced a colour option. Obviously everything's classically black, so I'm not going to bother with a black one. I wanted to share the silver one. Actually look, we've done an unboxing on this one, I think. Nevertheless, the RN1000, it's got the same balls that I fell in love with some of the amplifiers so many years ago. It's got a great feature set now too. It's part of the Musicast range, so immediately you've got streaming of Spotify, Tidal and Deezer, you've got internet radio, just all of the cool stuff. You've got Bluetooth, you've got an app that allows you to do all sorts of things. You can even control the A and B speakers on this from the app itself, as well as its remote, okay, and even off the front panel. It's got a great classic design, which I've always loved. They complement it with a CD player. It's a CD C603. There it is there. It's got great cooling, so you can thrash it and it gets hot and it's perfect. The modern ones, they've got warnings associated with what you're doing silly, like, you know, speaker cutouts and other things like that. It's not very deep, so it's not too difficult to fit into a space. The modern one has so many features. So as I mentioned, Bluetooth, it's got streaming, so there's a network socket, A and B speakers, subwoofer output, trigger controls, FM radio. They've obviously dropped AM, introducing DAB as an alternative. Not much value to us here in New Zealand. They've got an audio return channel from a TV, so you can use this in an excellent stereo setup that's incorporated with your TV. Really competent phono stage and dedicated gold-plated inputs associated with CD and line level. Utilising obviously its DAC, it's got a couple of optical and a single coax input, as well as a rear USB. Now that USB, no, it's not going to handle massive hard drives or anything like that. It's just for a thumb drive or one of those little pen drive things. They're great. But honestly, the RN1000 is the modern iteration of one of these first big stereo receivers from Yamaha that grabbed my attention 2.5 decades ago. So there it is, Yamaha RN1000, sharing it with you today. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.